Hello, my name's Megan and I'm part of the school liaison team here at Weston College, and I'm going to be talking you through our prospectus presentation. This will give you a really good overview of what we have to offer here in relation to courses and subjects, and will show you why you should choose Weston College for post-16 studies. So let's get started. So, life in year 11, what is happening right now? Well, you've had a really strange year 10 with lockdown, and you've now been thrown back into education at the most important year. So you'll probably be thinking about revision, PPEs, mocks, results days, potential prom, and somewhere in between all of that, you have to work out what you're going to do when you leave school. And we call this post 16. And that's why I'm talking to you today, just to go through some of your options that we offer here at Weston College. Life in further education. So in 2013, the age of participation was raised from 16 to 18, meaning that all young people had to stay in education or training until they were 18 years old. Education or training means a full-time course or an apprenticeship. What this doesn't mean is a job. So if you do want to work part-time alongside, that's absolutely fine, but a full-time job would need to be an apprenticeship. So, with this in mind, if you have to do some form of education or training, why not make it something fun? Something you want to do and something you're actually interested in. College is so different to school, so this is the first time since year 9 options that you've had a chance to make a choice about your future. On the screen, you'll see just a few of the things that make Weston College great. This year, we started recruiting for the new FA Women's Football Apprenticeships. We supported the NHS through COVID-19, and we let them use our facilities to train up new staff to help on the front line. We continued our strong partnership with Bristol Bears. We've installed brand new Alienware computer suites at Nightstone campus as well. And we've also invested in new buildings such as the House, which was built in 2019, and also now the Puxton Park Centre, which was established in 2020 this year. Our courses also have some amazing trips and opportunities such as trips to LA, New York and the Gambia. And there's lots of exciting opportunities to be had whilst working towards your goals too. So it's a really exciting time. Okay, let's get into some of the qualifications that we offer here at Weston College. So we've split them into 5 categories of qualifications, and they are split into T-levels, A-levels, professional and technical, apprenticeships and traineeships. And we'll talk through each one in turn and run through their differences. And it's just worth mentioning as well that T-level, A-levels and your professional or technical qualifications or apprenticeships are all available at level 3, meaning you can go on to study higher education if you want to do so. So you can go on to university or a degree apprenticeship as well. So T-levels are a brand new qualification that launched this year in 2020. You may have heard of them or seen the campaign at bus stops or seen on social media. And we initially just started with digital, and eventually we will be going up to 10 different subject areas which will be available hopefully in the near future. Currently, we now offer health, early years education, construction and digital. So those will be all of the subject areas for a T-level that you guys can apply for now. Okay, so what is a T-level? A T-level is a 2-year qualification designed to make you workplace ready. So they've actually been made in conjunction with employers who have actually identified that there is a slight skill gap with students who have recently left college or university that are applying for jobs. So they are similar to a BTEC. However, with the BTECs, you only do 1 week's work experience, and a T level, you are expected to do around 315 to 420 hours of industry placement, which is much more substantial, and you'll gain the relevant skills and experience that employers actually want. So if you look at it like the flip side of an apprenticeship almost, so with an apprenticeship, you will be expected to be in the workplace 4 days a week, and then you'll have 1 day where you have a college day. With a T level, you'll be expected to do roughly about 4 days a week and then 1 day a week in the workplace. So that is very dependent on your course and subject, and also the industry placement that you do have. That will all be agreed with your employer, but that just gives you a rough idea of what you'll be expected to do. And the qualification itself is made up of the core subject area and the occupational specialisms, T-level industry placement, maths and English requirements, and also other requirements that are set by T-level panels. And also you'll have a little bit of employability, enrichment and pastoral requirements in there as well.
I think T-level is an extremely important part of recruiting talent. One of the placements that we've got works in our offices Monday and Tuesday every week. He's now got to the point where he's a very productive member of the team. The biggest constraint to growth is finding exceptional talent. We've run through the traditional recruitment process, which didn't work for us. So we've started then focusing on our relationship with young talent, and that pathway has been much more effective. All the people we brought on haven't gone on to other jobs in other organisations, they've stayed with us, and I'm very excited about finding more exceptional talent like that because of our relationship with Weston College.
Moving on to A-levels, this is a 2-year programme and you will have to complete the full 2 years in order to get the qualification. There are 24 different subjects and you will need to choose 3 subjects for the 2 years. There are 7 different pathways as well which you can choose alongside, and that will be done in your first year. The campus is a really modern sixth form centre which is located at Loxton, and it has a common room just for A-level students along with a separate computer suite as well. It is just worth mentioning as well, it is a little bit more academic, so it is quite classroom based, and you will have to sit exams at the end of the 2 years, so it would be worth just having a little think about what type of learner you are and playing to your strengths. A-levels are a natural next step into higher education as well, so you can go on to university, or if you wanted to study a degree level apprenticeship, then this would be perfect for you. Let's talk about our technical and professional subjects. This includes your technical qualifications, BTEC and UAL diplomas. These are a lot more vocational and hands-on, and you'll be learning a trade, craft or skill. As you can see on the slide, we've separated these into different sectors. You can study all of these subjects at level 1, 2 and 3. And typically most go on to aim to a level 3 qualification, which is 2 years long and equivalent to 3 A-levels. So with this qualification, you can actually go to university, or alternatively, it will give a great foundation of skills and knowledge to be able to put them into practice in the workplace. Okay, so apprenticeships. Apprenticeships are proven to be popular year on year, and these are great for people who want to get out of the classroom and into the workplace. And you can earn while you learn as well. So they are in more vocational areas, and these areas are being added to and is growing all the time. We do have an apprenticeship team who will help you prepare for an apprenticeship, and that is with CV writing or CV help, and will also try and help you source an apprenticeship. However, we do say it is a 50-50 approach. So if you could approach a business you already know, or you have a family friend that have their own business, then that will be great to try and approach them first. Or alternatively, you can head over to the Weston College website and check out the live vacancies, which will list any employers who are currently seeking apprentices.
So who do apprenticeships suit? Well, generally they're for people who like the thought of a blend of work and study. And if you don't really like the thought of being in a classroom environment all the time, they'll be perfect for you. And they're really great for learning skills directly in the workplace and a bit more hands-on. You will still need to get your maths and English at a grade 4 or above, so it's definitely not the easy option. And you will be expected to achieve both academically and at work. Whilst COVID has impacted availability and it has introduced a few new barriers for us, Weston College has still managed to achieve 73% of our original forecasted apprenticeship target, which is amazing.
If you're not quite ready for an apprenticeship, you don't have your English or maths, or maybe you need to work on your employability skills, or maybe you just can't find the right employer and you don't want to enrol on a full-time course, then you may be put on a traineeship, which are pre-apprenticeship programs. And the concept of it is basically to get you apprenticeship ready. So these can be for up to 6 months, or until you find an apprenticeship, or when you feel that you're ready to move on to an apprenticeship.
So on the screen now, you'll see some of the great employers we work with. Big companies such as Alliance Homes, GKN, the NHS, Puxton Park, North Somerset Council, the Bristol Port Company, Wessex Water and many more. We do work really hard to build strong relationships with these businesses so that the employer and the student gets the most from each other. So let's take a quick look at the campuses and where they are based. This is Knightstone campus, based in town on the lovely seafront right in the centre, close to lots of shops and great places to grab a bite to eat. On the screen you can see all of the courses that are currently based here. And Knightstone is also home to our dance studios, professional working kitchens, the hair and beauty centre and our law and professional services academy. Plus we've got our new Alienware computer suites, as we mentioned earlier. Weston College's Animal Management Education Centre is a brand new £1 million education centre located at Puxton Park. So it's actually a really exciting time to want to study animal management because you've got some really great new facilities. You get a real working environment with a variety of real animals such as monkeys, reptiles, rabbits, guinea pigs, alpacas, goats, you name it. So you've got 3 classrooms, changing facilities and a wash space, and you've also got a student breakout area, so you've got somewhere to go if you want to go for a break, and you can step right out into the barn. So it's a really great facility and building to use for all of our animal management courses. Okay, next we've got Loxton campus. So this is the campus by the hospital, and it is one campus, but we do have 3 buildings, and that would be the Creative Arts and Design, Sixth Form and the House. We also have a 4G pitch, which is at FA standard, a performance space, green screens and workshops. And on the screen, you'll see a list of all of the subjects and courses that you can study at this campus. So last but by no means least, we've got our Southwest Skills campus. This is definitely our most hands-on and practical campus, and it includes workshops, engine rooms, machinery, specialist labs and equipment, and we have 3 large motor vehicle garages here. This one's based on Locking Road, and it did actually used to be an old car showroom. It's a really modern building, and it is definitely bigger than it looks. On the screen, you'll see a list of all of the courses we currently hold here. Many people worry about the logistics of actually getting to college, but there are many different ways that you can get to us, and you may even be close enough to walk. You could get the bus with either the public first buses, and you could purchase a bus pass directly from Weston College. That's £75 per term for 5 days, or £115 per term for 7 days, and that's unlimited travel on those days. Or we do run a private Baker's Dolphin coach just for our students, and that runs once in the morning on the way to college and once in the evening on the way home. And that pass is £75 per term. Or you could get a train if you're a little bit further away, and you could purchase a rail card, which is for 16 to 17-year-olds, and that will save you 50% off all of your train travel. Or alternatively, if you quite like your fitness and you're quite active, you could ride your bike. Or I know some of you will probably want to learn how to drive when you turn 17, so that's always an option as well. And there are car parks located at Southwest Skills and Loxton.
Along with having some really great facilities, we match that in our areas of student support. These are just some of the many extra areas of support every learner can access at Weston College, including careers advice, learning support, Weston Sport and Student Union as well. There is a real community feel, and every service is there for you to make sure that you have the best experience possible with us.
If you may think you want to study higher education, which is university level, you can do that with us at the Weston College Group at UCW, and that's all from the comfort of staying in your local hometown. We currently offer over 45 different degrees, and being a Weston College student, you will be prioritised over any other student that applies. So how do you find out more? Well, usually we'll be hosting lots of different face-to-face events, including taster days and open evenings. However, we are having to run things slightly different this year for obvious reasons. There are still lots of things going on that you can get involved with, and will hopefully help in making sure you make the right decision. If you did miss our October open evenings, then not to worry, we are holding them again in November, and you can register for these online via the Weston College website. We are also offering Next Steps November, which will be for Year 11 students only, and that will be every Wednesday in November, where you can book a one-to-one chat with one of our college advisors and get help with your application. Applications are now open, so if you do have a good idea about what you want to study, now would be a great time to speak to family, friends or teachers about getting your applications ready.
Okay, so that concludes my presentation for you today. My main message would be not to panic, don't stress, you've got this. Do some research, speak to your careers teacher and make an application as soon as you can. You can apply for more than one course with us and decide nearer the time if you wanted to, but it is important to secure your place. Plus then it gets it off your mind, and then you can focus on other things like GCSEs and prom. Your Year 11 is so full on, so you don't need anything else on your plate. Well, it was lovely speaking to you all. Our details are on the screen now if you did want to get into contact with us, and hopefully I will be able to meet you all soon in person in the near future. Thank you and take care.